PHP global variables, which are also known as superglobal variables. These superglobal variables are very important and it was introduced in PHP 4.1.0 and are built-in variables. These are always available in all codes. Several predefined variables in PHP are superglobals, which means that they are accessible regardless of scope. You can access them from any function, class, or file without having to do anything special. PHP superglobal variables are global, server, request, post, get, files, env, cookie, sessions. Now let us have a look to the global. Globals is a PHP superglobal variable which is used to access global variables from anywhere in the PHP script, also within the functions or methods. PHP stores all global variables in an array called global index. The index holds the name of the variable. The example below shows how to use the superglobal variables. Now I am going to elaborate you this. You can see that this is the PHP delimiter. We have a variable assigned x 75, another variable 25. Now we are adding another version. We have taken a function addition. Global variable z equals to x and y, and then we are calling the function and then displaying it. Now let us have a look to the. Let us try to run this. You can see that after running the program we got the output 100. This is what we did in the program. Now let us proceed further. In the example above, since z is a variable present within the globals array, it is also accessible from outside the function. Now you can see that we have used this. So anything outside this is also accessible. It becomes accessible. Now let us talk about the PHP server. These are various and very much important, and many of the cases it is used to extract the web browser, the link which we are surfing. We will be executing these the entire programs. Now see, server is a PHP superglobal variable which holds information about headers, path, scripts and location. This example below shows how to use some elements in the server. Now I am just trying to run all these codes. Now let us see how we can run all these codes. You can see that. Now let us define what are these functions. The first functions which we have used. PHP self-server. PHP self-server is going to show you the link or the folder which we are working. This is the link and the folder in which we are working. Server name. This is the server name. The server which we are working is the local host. So it displays the local host. HTTP host. HTTP host is the local host. Now referrer. Referrer is not working on this server because it depends upon the different version of the PHP. I am going to elaborate it further. Now HTTP user agent. This is what is the user agent is. Now HTTP script name. Now let us see what happens. This is the script name that we are trying to run. Now let us have a look to this elaboration here. Now you can see self return the name of the currently executing script. Self returns the file name of the currently executing script. It has returned the current file name script. Server gateway interface. Now these are the another variables version of the gateway interface the server is using. Then server address returns the IP address of the host server. Server name returns the name of the host server like noida2.com. Software server returns the identification server identification string. Server protocol returns the name of the revision of the information protocol. Request method returns the request method used to access the page, such as post. That means whether we have used post method or get method. Request time, query string. So there are so many of the super global variables which we are going to use, which we have used. You can see that in this. Now let us try to run this program. PHP request is used to collect data after submitting from an HTML form. This example below shows a form with an input field and a submit button. When a user submits the data by clicking on submit, the form data sent is sent to a file specified in the submit action of the form tag. In this example, we point to this file itself for processing form data. If you wish to use another PHP file to access form data, replace that with the file name of your choice. Now, then, we can use the super global variables request to collect the value of the input field. Now, see what we are trying to do. This is a form method, and when we press enter, it will be going to this. Now, let us try to run this. Now, this is what this. When we press submit button, this will move to the this file. You can see that user is just we are just looking for a value. When we enter the value, suppose we have entered test. Now this is the test which was entered. It is just an echo, just showing for this reasons. You can see that this is the name what we entered. That means this is how we proceed to the next page and then take the data. Whatever data that was entered in the previous page is entered and grabbed in the next page. Now HTML post is also used to send data from one page to the another. Now PHP post is widely used and it is very much important. It is used to collect the form data after submitting an HTML form with method post. Post is also widely used to pass variables, just like in the previous section we have seen we have done with the require. Similarwise, we use post and also we use get method. The example below shows how a form with an input field and a submit button, when a user submits the data by clicking on the submit, the form data is sent to the file specified to the in the action field of the form. So in this example, we point to the file itself for processing the data. If you wish to use another PHP file to access or to process form data, replace that with the file name of your choice. Now see that this is the HTML code. Page starts there. This is the form. This is the form is going to start. Inside the form we have a text field and a submit button. We are in the inside the form we have a text field and a submit button. Now what is happening is server request underscore method equals to post. That means action. We have taken the method of that form as post. So it is checking if this method pressing button, if this method is post. Yes, it is post. Then collect the value of input field. Now in this we have taken dollar name, post name. So f name is the name of came from here text field. This text field name is f name. So this f name is coming from here. It is post f name. Now if empty dollar name, that means if we press an empty, if we do not enter any value in the text field, so it is going to display name is empty, otherwise it is going to display the name. Now let us run this code and see. You can see that in the previous page we have entered the value test, so it is again going to grab the value to the next page. Now if we press enter, name is empty. Now if you press something over here, this is how it is happening. So in this case what we did, we use post method to transfer a value from one page to the other using the text field. Similarwise, we use request method to transfer the or to collect the method from one page to the another. Then the third method is get method is used to transfer the data to from one page to another and then grab it and display it to the other page. Now PHP get method can also be used to collect form data after submitting an HTML form with method get. Now get can also collect the data sent in the URL. Now I'm going to show you that when we press enter how the data when we enter is visible in the web browser. So this is the code which copy it. Now this is just going to show you. We are going to show you here this way. Now let us see. The example below shows the code in the test underscore get.php. When a user clicks on the link test get, we need to create another file. Now you can see that in the previous file, we transferred these values to the web browser. Just like test underscore get, that means when you press this file, it will pass PHP subject webnoida2.com to the next browser. You can see that. So when we press this, we press subject PHP webnoida2.com steady phpnoida2.com. So we have grabbed this value from the browser and displayed it here. Now this is the procedure. In this page we are sending the value to the next page, to this page, and in this page we are grabbing the data. So get underscore subject, so subject came from the browser, from here, web came from here, and this is how we grab the data when data is processed to the next page, and then we grab the data using the get method. So in this case we have learned three methods to forward the data from one page to the other, that is the request method, post method, and get method. In get method, what we do, we forward the data to the web browser, and then from web browser we grab the data. In post method, we transfer the data using post method and it is not visible to the web browser. Similarwise, we use the request method. We transfer the data from one page to the another page, and grab the data and display it. So these are the basic global functions which use, and when we are working further in the forms, then we are going to use it very much clearly. First, we need to have a complete idea about what are forms, because many of the things which I have used here, the term of the forms, which was very much important for everybody to know. Anyway, first we have known about what are these super global variables, which we are going to again deal in further details.